So hi everyone, I'm just fixing this. So I had a wee break in between filming what will be yesterday's one when you're watching this. Is that on? Hello, hello. Didn't see the wee... There must be something about trust. I'm going to take the chance. Usually it'll come up and tell me, but I'm sure it is recording. So yeah, I'm filming this for Wednesday, the 2nd April 2025, but everything's timeless, exemplified by the fact that the one I done a month ago when Moon was conjunct Uranus, which is right now as I'm filming this, it feels like the exact same energy that I've been picking up on of late. But like it can be hard to know because I channel energy so far in the future, sometimes years in the future, sometimes months, sometimes weeks. We're all in different timelines, but I'm getting very strong feeling that at least quite a few people tuning in, that one from a month ago could be relevant to right now. So hopefully you're taking that on board if you need it for like a warning or something. So I felt guided to this deck. I'm wondering if the old spiderweb spellwork card's going to come out with everything that's been coming out. The messages are just blowing my mind. I mean, I'm feeling tempted to use the same hard-hitting decks again and see what comes out. So it feels like the masculine energies are... I just feel towers imminent. That's what I keep hearing. 144. It's like towers are imminent in divine masculine, male and females' lives. Possibly some of the divine feminines if you're not heeding the warning about different areas of life. Really just depending on what's going on in your life. But yeah, it just feels like tower energy is imminent. Whatever that means for you. Big shocking changes. It could be in the, again, more than likely not could, it will be in the world as well. Like with weather events, and I mean, isn't it horrible that you get kind of used to it because it's happening all the time? Again, I'm praying wherever there is stuff going on. Oh, I'll use that blocking deck. So what have we got? Let's identify some kind of storyline with this. Storyline, although it's true, it's like somebody's actual... Let's see. The flame. And look at what I asked. I usually use these to identify. So this is all about a twin flame union, or some. I feel it's a tower moment leading somebody to their twin flame. Out of the small box that you've been living in, or that your twin's been living in. Look how the sun started coming through the window. Sometimes it's angelic frequencies and the light beings doing that, but I feel that was the sun that time. But yeah, someone's been playing it small in their life, and a tower moment's happening to push you out your comfort zone. Oh no. I know too many people through sessions that this is going to resonate with. Unfortunately, there it is, and that didn't take long, so that's why they got me to use that. That is black magic spell work on your inner child. So, you know what I mean? Because it's got the eternal child, and that is my manipulation card. So this is for a Gemini moon, and after Gemini moon is Cancer moon, and there was a similar message came up in the shorts. I don't know what for day, but I think it must be for Thursday or Friday. So check out that one when I publish it. For some, this could be there is kind of some kind of there could be stuff about children as well, like I don't know, confusion around stuff to do with children, or a child is confused. I don't know, but I feel it's your inner child. My throat went a bit funny there too. Like healing trauma, and you may be doing that with me. That's one of my cards that somebody needs to... So look at what I said. Like, I know it's true because this is what I help people with. Somebody could be getting shamanic healer. Like I said, you're watching this right now. Somebody could be getting shamanic healing with myself, or somebody, meaning quite a few of you, male and female, or you need to, or just get to a shaman, but make it somebody that can handle the heavy stuff, and that is me. And I feel that, do you know what? I feel this is very linked to, we're all connected. I feel this is very linked to the message I channeled last night on the live. So remember, when I say last night, this will be 2 nights ago. There was several people that I channeled messages to about, basically, I know that you're in a dark place right now, or that you've been in a prolonged dark place, but when you reach the other side of that place, you know, you're going to be a powerful healer, you know, a powerful person, but in the right way. Because again, God and the guides, they will only let you be a powerful healer if you're going to use that power wisely. 555 big changes, and I can say that quite confidently right now, with Black Moon Lilith conjunct my Pluto 0 degrees Scorpio in the 12th house, because like I mention all the time, it's because that is an extremely intense, powerful placement, and in the wrong hands, it's not good. But yeah, they guided me to do that deep shadow work and shadow integration, which is why I go on about it all the time. I know it bores people, but it is important. You're going to see a lot of it at work. This is why the Jezebel spirit is getting exposed in male and female in the world in personal situations, because people have just cut corners. They've not done that work. They've stayed in their ego. You know, when people aren't apologizing, or, you know, never admitting they're wrong, and it's, you know, and again, it's very loaded, and it's about ancestral healing. I help people with this all the time. I'm quite tired as I'm channeling this, but I feel it's got something to do with it. It's like, you know, it is exhausting to do that shamanic work. It's exhausting to be a shaman, but it's exhausting to get shamanic healing for yourself as well. I know, because I moved through years of it, and I still do soul retrieval on myself, or when I'm guided to it, I'll go to other people to get healing, shamanic healing, and anything, you know, whatever I'm needing support with, business, blah, blah, blah. But it's important that you do seek the support when you need it. And so that's just the same message coming out that came through to, like I said, more than one person in the live stream. And I know it'll be lots of people that are watching too, so what else? And remember, this is like when I said, you know, my 8th house, which is the Scorpio energy, which is the detective, which is the shamanic energy, as well as everything else. My North Node, along with several other energies, is in the 8th house. So I often go very Scorpio-ish when I'm channeling for a Gemini moon. But yeah, that's why when you offload, when you share your story with me, I'm able to help deliver you from the darkness, because that is basically written in my chart with several different placements. But the Pluto and that one combined is, like I said, I can handle the dark stuff. So what is this? The orphan. The eternal child, the orphan. So somebody's feeling alone right now. Whether this is you watching this, or you feel your twin feeling like that. Now remember, people can feel all alone being surrounded by a lot of people as well. But if somebody's feeling alone, there's a snake all around that hand as well. So it's, remember, it is Year of the Snake. But like I said in the video before, like, the snakes are being revealed. The snakes in the grass. The manipulative energies. The vision with the owl, you know. The owl medicine is something that I integrated some time ago. I always associate it with discernment. But yeah, I feel many people's gifts of discernment are coming online in a big way. The box. I get this. This one's very, excuse the pun, but this is crystal clear. This is a crystal clear vision, and this is crystal clear clarity. That's what my session's called. People that have kept people in a small box, you know, like being smaller than what their soul is. You know, it's like apocalypse. It's all shit's kicking off, because this is the world with the weather. This is the fucking world. But, and again, praying for all the situations. But this is also like on a macro level, but this is on a micro level too. We're in the apocalypse. It could be the. And also, you know what's interesting? My eyes went really dry. I've not got a heater on, but it's very what, because fucking hell, it's saying it's 16 degrees. I think it is actually meant to go up to 17 degrees today. So I think that's the warmest we've had yet this year. But yeah, the kiss. Yeah, there's some, I can feel that. That's came through. And oh yeah, actually, shit, this is for tomorrow. And I did title the shorts about Twinflame Union. So like I said, although I say the date in the shorts and I say the date when I'm doing the videos, it's not for everyone, but I do feel there are some sort of real time. There's definitely reunions and Twinflame unions. They're coming in. The Aries season has changed, new beginnings, fresh starts, a lot of karmic cycles closing out. There's a fated kiss that breaks the spell. Like in the fairy tales, the fated kiss breaks the spell. The spell of Neptune and Pisces, which we're now out of. We're in Neptune Aries. That's why it's exposing all this darkness. Like literally the day we've went into it with what I've explained about all this sort of public stuff we're seeing. And of course, I'm saying public celebrities, but I bet you there's some scenarios out there where you're going to see that in your community. Like you're going to be like, fuck, or you're going to sense it, or, but yeah, definitely like Prince Eric waking up from the spell like the Little Mermaid. But the thing is, he wakes up from the spell before he marries Prince. Well, yeah, Prince. I was going to say princess, but it's Ursula. But I don't feel some people have been that lucky, and the reason I know that is because I watched that series, the other week. There, it's really funny, but it's called Divorce, and I done a video on it. I showed that I was watching it. I put it the freeze on the telly, and actually, there's an episode in that where he literally. Well, he meets this woman and he starts going out with her. She's actually really pretty that way. I mean, that's neither here nor there, but she is an attractive woman. But it's, he starts dating this woman, they start going out, they start doing business together. Not really wise when you've not kind of known each other that very long. He introduces his kids to her like a month after meeting her and stuff too. So all this stuff could be relevant. I'm just, because I haven't mentioned it in any other videos, but I did clock it when I was watching it. But the main thing is, although the programme's called Divorce, it's on Sky Comedy. If you're looking for it, it's Sarah Jessica Parker. It's kind of got that kind of air of Sex in the City, but it's really like, I think you call it satire, very sarcastic, sort of dark sense of humour, but it's really funny. But basically, the whole gist is, she asks for a divorce in the first episode, but it becomes very apparent throughout that they're still in love with each other, and she's basically fucked up because she goes off with somebody else. You know what I mean? It's but basically he's like doing it to get back at her. So the long story is, this is like a few episodes deep. So I'll give spoiler alert, so click off if you don't want to hear the rest. But he starts dating that woman, and I think he moves in with her. Basically, I can't remember what order it is. He starts dating her. He gets into business with her. Then I think they move in with each other. But basically, he proposes. But the weird thing is, he proposes to her after he slept with the one he's divorced with. Like they go away for the weekend for something to do with the kids or something, and they sleep with each other, and then yeah, it's like he basically, I can't remember but it's obvious. It's kind of like it's obvious it wasn't like proposing through love. It was like wanting to get a reaction to trigger. So basically, yeah. And then it becomes increasingly obvious towards the wedding coming up that this, that you can tell this. I mean, he's like he's a much older man. I think he's maybe been his mid-50s or something in this, 50 anyway. But yeah, and she falls pregnant. So the long and short of it is, so it kind of goes the way you'd expect if this was in real life. Like they end up splitting up because the one he's engaged and then marries, and it's like right after they get married. She can tell he's still in love with his ex-wife because he mentions her all the time. He really highly regards her opinion, which is fine. You can do that if you've got a good co-parent and related. You know what I mean? But you can tell when it's like one step further than that. And it's actually really quite sad on the one that he does marry, because she doesn't, she doesn't come across as like a Jezebel spirit. You might be surprised with what's been coming through. Like, it's just that would be a good example of somebody that's got caught up in the crossfire. Like he's using her to make the ex-wife jealous. So fuck, I hope none of this resonates, or something tells me it's gonna. The prayer, the unseen in the shadow. Oh my god, I was holding them the whole time I was channeling that. So that's about monitoring spirits, but it's also because it's got the big eye on it, like in the shadows, watching. But also, this is when people were in their shadows. So that unfortunately, some divine masculine males in particular, but females too, you could have got yourself into scenarios like this when you couldn't see the wood from the trees, and now you're praying to get out of toxic situations. Now, don't make this yours if it's not yours, divine masculine men and women, and don't make this about your twin flame either. You either know already if this is the case, or you suspect, or you'll find out. But I just have to push that all aside to deliver the messages. But all I know is when I watched that episode, it stood out, and I knew they've given me it when it obviously needs to come through. And but this could be that again, that we'll use that there's a love spell, So like I said, a love spell can literally be what it sounds like: people doing weird shit on the moons. Witchcraft, basically. Which ironically some people call what I'm doing right now that, because I'm using wee cards to back up what God is telling me. Fucking nuts. But anyway, that's why you got to know your own mind and your own heart in these weird times. We're reliving the witch trials, that astrology. So be strong out there, people, if you do similar to this, because you're going to get a lot of backlash. But I ain't afraid. I was born for this, right? I help people. I know my heart. I'm going to keep doing what I do. So we're going to keep it moving around here. And without hate in our hearts as well. Stand strong in your love. What you do speaks for itself. Again, when you stand strong in your confidence, you get a lot of jealousy. Like I keep saying, I've had so many jealous people over the years in my work. And yes, even love and light people you would not believe. Some of which still do this. And I know because they show me in my dreams and my visions, but I have to keep it moving to keep this going. Yeah, look, they lurk in the shadows. People that claim they don't, I know people do. But again, I pray for people that do that though, to me or to anyone, because that is mental health. That is, like I said, that's why I don't like some of these cards that have got harsh words on them. But let's get the cards. God, this is like another dark one, but it is what it is. Let's get the Black Moon Lilith. Again, I'm going to use these cards quite a lot for the foreseeable because, well, I lost them for a while and I found them when I was meant to, but it's also because Black Moon Lilith, like I said, is conjunct my actual Pluto right now. And that's why you're using me in such a big way to expose this stuff. Black Moon Lilith and Sagittarius, free yourself, to free people from where they're trapped with people like this. 1804, because it was to block unions, could have something specific about 18th of April, which you might have heard me saying already, is Good Friday. You know what I'm saying? Love and abundance, Venus, love and abundance, and Jesus, like Mary Magdalene, unions are coming about. Important unions that have had a lot of jealousy and love sabotaged by karmic energies on both sides in some cases. Definitely on both sides at some point, but sometimes at the same time. By people very close to home. By people that make out to be people that like what you're doing and they're really jealous. All different kinds of horrible shit. The Phoenix rising, but guess what? You will come out of this stronger, just like I have, and just like I keep on doing. Basically, some of the last things I experienced like that, I felt like that was going to be the last time I experienced things, but it's kind of like what you hear a lot of people say. It's like the last kind of experiences I've had where it was people, where it's very clear there's extreme jealousy there. It was as dark as it gets, like it was worrying. And I had to really clear my energy from that and pray a lot. And so, like I said, and I pray for anybody that projects that pain at me or their own pain, basically. Like, and I don't like tapping into this, but they're getting me to say it because this is what a lot of people are doing in these times. And that happened to me a while ago. Again, it's happened more than once, but that happened to me a while ago now that I can talk about it, and it's happened years ago and stuff as well. Because some of you are going to be experiencing it right now, and you might not be as equipped as me to handle it. And all I'm saying is, I am equipped. I handle the darkness all the time, and that shook me up a bit because it definitely was the Jezebel spirit working through somebody. Now, it doesn't mean, like I always say, you don't need to vilify the person. Pray for them that it lifts off them, but you set boundaries. And, you know, yeah, the Phoenix, death and rebirth, yeah, but that's coming to an end. This is also Scorpio, 8th house energy, 17, hope and healing, star card. What else? There's a card in this that's got Queen Jezebel. Adama, Mother Earth, yeah, look, that's shit kicking off in the world. That Jezebel spirit has been exposed in the world, in the main stage as well. The Phoenix, yeah, they're saying it's coming to an end. And, well, it depends where you look at it. It's coming to an end for some people, for some twin flame unions, because you've went through enough, you've passed the test. 21 to confirm karmic cycle. But some of you are in it now. Black Moon, Lilith and Aquarius honour your individuality. And again, that's about copying. And that's why they were getting me to say that. There's some people that have got so obsessed with my work and my expertise and how I help people and jealous of how people thank me. So basically watching everything that I do and getting more and more. Jealousy is like the worst. And so, yeah, it is an illness, you know. Like, you know, there's these memes that are like, jealousy is an illness, I hope you get better soon. But, you know what I mean? It's, yeah, like, it's true though, isn't it? Like, all I can say is if that is you about me, or if that is you about anyone, find something to focus on for you, because it's you. It's often people with strong Pisces placements. Now, again, remember, I love, there's loads of Pisces people I love that have clients and that connection channel, but it's a shadow side of Pisces where people can absorb somebody else's personality, and that's why it comes surely time about in twin flame relationships, or connections, whatever's going to get, it's very common that both the divine feminine and the masculine have copycats around them, that they might be hidden in the shadows for some years, decades in some cases, but they are there. And it's stranger, it can be strangers on the internet if you work on the internet, or strangers in person, but it can be or it can be linked to people that don't like you. You know, you should always be discerning who new people are when they pop up in your life. I always am, for myself and others. But it can be people close to home too, you know, and you might have always been like, oh no, you know, they're my pal, you know, and you're sure not, and then one day you'll get fucking red alert. Like, for instance, I walked past a red flag today as I was I happened to be just talking about Jezebel because of what happened on the live stream last night. I was talking about it, and because I couldn't believe the confirmation. It might come out again just now. And literally, I looked down, and on the ground, it was a red flag. Like a string with a bit of red fucking material. Fucking nuts. So again, you're going to have somebody watching this, even if it's one person, a man or a woman, doesn't matter. You might not even be a twin flame. You're going to have a red flag moment with somebody very close to you, either a friend, a family member, a lover, and you're not going to be able to deny it. So don't go back to sleep on it, because, you know, when I've had these moments, people in my life, it was game over. I heard enough concerning stuff to be like, I don't want to see how much worse this gets. But the thing is, as well, you just don't know how much damage people can cause even when they're away from you. And that's the thing where I'm like, it's not that I don't care, but there's nothing that is without my control. And I just always pray that people don't go to the dark side of their shadow. But I guess I'll find out one day, whatever. But I hope that, hope that it's, yeah, no, anyway, I don't know. Not happy. But then there's the karmic energies. That is my card for the karmic energy. Not happy. Again, Jezebel spirit and all these women are not happy because they've been found out. What in the fuck? The divine masculine has rumbled the Jezebel spirit. Or you will in time. Thugs. I think they're saying as well, because remember, women can be thugs too. And there's a handcuff there too. Again, that could be talking about kinky sex or something, or that could be talking about literal handcuffs or whatever. But it's like, that could be men that are in that kind of energy. workplace affair. Now that's fucking interesting. That is going to be for someone. I saw another card that had workplace romance on another deck. So blocked, spam calls, text. So somebody's spying, lurking on you on the internet or your twin flame, or whether you work in the public or personal. But also that can be, you know, that can be like what it says, like you work in the same place, but that can also be like through your work, you get in touch with some kind of Jezebel or Leviathan kind of spirit, and it causes a firestorm. Karma, drama, endings, loss, mental breakdown, like you wish it never happened kind of thing. Because like that's what I'm saying, like, you know, with people on the internet, like me being one of them, like I have every now and again, you know, I've either sensed it before somebody had a chance to kind of get close to me, but sometimes they have gotten closer to me. But but unfortunately, with all the, I'm not just saying this, I have known it. With every single person that turned on me, I always knew it. I sensed it, but I just kept praying for their, like I said, for their light side. But some of these women's dark side was like horrifying. Not happy, and they're not happy because they're being exposed. Like I said, this is in the world and personal things. So fucking hell, legal matters. Divorce, property, criminal, paternity, child support, traffic ticket. I don't even know what fucking half those words mean. Legal matters. It came out again out of all those cards. What's on the bottom? Sweet talk. Yeah, the sweet talk isn't working anymore. The sweet talk from the Jezebels. Look what was peeking out again. Don't like the wording, but you can see what it says. Psycho, crazy ex, obsessed, won't let it go. It's not working. People are seeing through it. Legal matters 3 times in a row. Heartbreak. Heartbreak over legal matters. Blocking people. Again, they're just telling you what. Don't make it yours if it's not yours. Stalker. Oh my god. Stalking, watching, obsessed. So again, you know, these are the ones I don't even want to put out. I want to put in the membership. I mean, I'll just have to make that judgment call when I think I am putting it in public though, because it's this is what's needing to be exposed right now. I wondered when I was telling those stories, but like I'm saying, like it's what I'm saying. Like I pray and hope to God that people that have ever stalked me in the past, because people have done it over years. I'm not even kidding. It's fucking nuts how long several different people have done that, and it's always the same people that will claim they're not watching, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like people read for me, they pick up on it. So it's like I know because I see visions, and you know, I feel the energetic attacks and everything. So that's why I clear myself every day. So it doesn't matter anyway. And like I said, I've got a yod in my chart. So know your astrology, people. But I'm part of the 144 fight. I'm protected. You know what I mean? And anyone that is under when I'm praying for you as well, you can pray for yourself too. But like people do feel my prayers. But yeah, you've got stalkers. I've got stalkers. You might have stalkers. I hope not. But you know, stalkers, we pray for you. Dirty offers, yeah, but you see, that's what I mean. Look, demon hands. That's when people have got entities. Be careful who you're getting in business with. Like I said, we're soon coming to the end of the Mercury retrograde, but we'll be in the shadow, and we're in the Venus retrograde until the 12th, the 13th of April there. But then we're in the shadow till mid-May. So watch out for dirty offers in love, money, business. Don't let people too close to you before really knowing who that is. Wasting time, yeah. Stuck, no changes limited, because they're going to keep you stuck in a karmic cycle, or shake you up a bit, and an offer's coming your way. Yeah, so be very careful, divine feminines. I feel you could have shifty kind of people around your energy. Again, I'm fucking sincerely hoping that they're using my past stuff to educate, and that it's not anything again, because I've went through enough and I've fucking had enough. But basically there are divine masculines going towards the divine feminines, so make sure that you don't let anyone basically around you that's potentially got some type of entity that could sort of try to be rattling your cage. Create it. Look, through work, pay attention. If you do work similar to this, pay attention. Steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off you. Energy vampires, OMG. And what I will say is the last personal reading I had, meaning I got that from a beautiful soul for me, this was mentioned to me. People feeding off my energy. So, which is different from you lovely people tuning in and getting the support. But there is a different, you know what I mean? There's a difference. Like if somebody's like, Well, it's like codependency too. Like if people, it's like what I said about it. Even happens with Twinflames, where like, but usually when the masculine doesn't, yeah, I mean sometimes the masculine does realize, but anyway, it's it's like when masculines are getting built up energy wise from the love of the feminine when you're overgiven. So you've got to take responsibility if you're a divine feminine, male or female, by the way, and you're overgiven. Pull your energy right back. You can still pray for them, but then get on with your day. Keep it moving. They'll feel it. And you're not doing that to be cruel. You're pulling your own fucking energy back. And you know when you do enough soul retrieval to pull your energy back fully, guess who's at the door? Guess who's on the phone? Your twin flame, because it's your own energy. You've got your life, they've got their life, but twin flames are part of the same energy. So that's how it happens. You don't get to choose the timing though. So that's why you got to focus on you and release the timing. But yeah, there's jealous energies, definitely copycat energy, even maybe as far as destiny swap. Be careful with that. Very like why I've been given examples of Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, and Hailey Bieber, because it's like I said, she was a crazy stalker. Like watch those videos; they're fucking terrifying. She literally, and it's the fact that she got palsy-walsy with people that were friends with Selena, so that she knew things about her to manipulate her, to manipulate Justin Bieber. The tattoo behind the ear freaked me out. I mean, just all that kind of stuff is like, wow. Single white female, Wicker Park. I've been channeling about these films for years. Gives me the creeps. It's happening to people. And it happens to people that have got very big callings. You're here to help people. Yeah, look, there's an offer coming, but look, groupies are trying to stop you as masculine, so look out, and like I always say about that card, how many of these females might have been linked to people that are coming with an offer? Realistically, it's not going to be the case for everyone, but you know what I'm saying? Friends with benefits, blurry lines, people could be in love with the person coming, all that, or it just might be a jealous Jezebel female pal, you know what I mean, or a family member or something. So you just got to watch, right? There's groupies trying to prevent masculines rising in their power. Moving it, yeah. See what I mean? That definitely is that. I mean, that groupie could actually be like somebody's karmic partner, and their pals trying to get in the way, and you know what I mean, and like a coven of witches actually. But yeah, somebody's moving out of a house. That's really nuts, because today's Moon Uranus Taurus, Moon conjunct Uranus, and that is what I've said for a month ago in a channel, because it's what I would always say. It will be somewhere in the world quite a lot of people going through actual house moves, shake-ups, changing occupants, people getting kicked out. I'm hearing leave, get out, the end of you and me. It's too late. I can't wait for you to be gone. Jojo. And it's 33 minutes, come to Jesus moment. That's the Tower moment. Look, no facts. Never has the facts. Make shit up, lies. So that, I think when I said the Coven of Witches, scarcity tactics, playing games, chessboard, dust it off, uninterested yet. So this is the masculine energies. This could be long in your past, or it could be now. I hope it's nobody's future. That to me is always a karmic energy walking away. But like, I feel he's told her to get lost. I don't know why I'll see it. Sometimes I see it differently, but I feel that is karmic energy getting the picture that the masculine's like, no, it's over, dusting it off, uninterested, or I don't want to hear your advice if it's not romantic. Child services, I don't like reading that card. Threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. Inside scoop. A closer look, nosy up in your business. This might go in the membership. This is a bit much. Stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. There could even be some. There could be some restraining orders going on here, or that's the way it's going to go. Talking shit. No facts. Never has the facts. Make shit up. There's either been some serious slander going on, or some, something's happened where I was feeling restraining order, and my throat's going funny now. So that'll be the energies that don't want that to, like, what else? Don't make this yours if it's not yours. Might have to put in the membership. I'll tune in to see. But star. Hope and healing's coming for this. A divine feminine's guiding a masculine out of the dark. A whole group of them. a divine feminine's guiding a divine masculine out of the dark. 9 of swords, trauma, sleepless nights, worry, stress, depression. That's about as bad as it gets. Sometimes even if it's like that, it could be doubling down, like I said on the video for yesterday, but it's today as I'm doing this. But that can be putting it behind you. But in this case, it's like, it's really not good energy. Karmic cycle, it came out in reverse again. I think I'm picking up on a group of masculines that are not, some masculines don't know what's going on. Look, what the fuck is going on? Judgment Day. Some masculines could actually be going through their own bad karma, depending on how they've acted from being around people like that. So if you're a masculine man or woman watching this and you're like, you feel like you've actually been tricked by people like this into doing wrong towards your own twin flame or innocent people, however this all sort of fits, then book a session and let me help you that. Right? I can tell when people are genuine or what, and it's like, listen, I can listen to you and I can help you. Because the point is, if you want to change, you can do better. But this is pretty dark today. I pushed you away because I was scared. So again, it doesn't need to be, I know it sounded really, really dark, but remember, it's kind of going to go like that because of where the astrology is hitting my chart. But it's because it is, for some people, it is that bad, or it was in the past. It reminds me of, I noticed one that I hadn't even published. It must have been really, really bad. I think I need to make the time to watch that this week and publish it in the membership at least first, and then maybe in public. But it was really bad. It was like somebody that went through a shit ton of narcissistic abuse, and it was a narcissistic abuse. I knew what I was feeling. I pushed you away because I was scared. So it might just be though somebody's pushed you away and they've chose other people, and they were and they didn't do anything too bad. They just went ghosts on you. But I mean, that's bad enough because it's not nice to be on the receiving end of it. You know what I mean? There's more to it for some people. You're so beautiful. Yeah, this person just was intimidated. I've been learning a lot about your spirituality. There is a card that says I'm intimidated, so it's interesting. I just used that word. Yeah, look, it's like, trust me, you're so beautiful. I do feel somebody was intimidated by how they felt about you. It scared them. My life has changed so much since meeting you. But again, I feel it is because your light has opened this person's eyes up to the manipulation around them. They've been watching and learning. So again, if you do stuff like this, they've been watching and learning, or they've been feeling your energy that you send them if they haven't found what you're doing. But for some of you, some people will know what you're doing. Or it's just, however that fits. But like if you've not got a public platform, but I'm talking to people that do similar to me. I've been learning a lot about your spirituality. I've been learning a lot about spirituality. So I'm losing my words. But that could be people that have been, again, fucking hell, heavily influenced by stuff. The distance between us kills me. I've got to go. I've got a client soon. We're meant to be together, and I'll wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. But you see, what that's about is that could be somebody realizes they're going to have to wait to gain your trust. They're going to have to prove it with actions. Words are not enough. Although I'm sure you'd like to hear them. I'm growing up. I get attention from others online and in person, the groupies, but does nothing for me except boost my pride and ego. I'm stepping away from all that because it's no longer important to me. It kind of reminds me of lots of films, but the feeling that I'm getting is like this could be like people around you that would make out like they didn't really even like your twin flame that much, even as a person, definitely not fancy them. But then you find out actually it was masking that they actually had the hots for them, and these are the kind of, that's what I mean, like frenemies and stuff that can yeah, I've been working on myself. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. I just saw the one that said, thank you for your light, I need it more than ever. Your energy is intoxicating, it's pulling me in. I'm growing up, that one again. And I wish you were here with me, or I wish I was there with you. So, okay. I think I'm just about finished. So that could be channeling someone who's just about finished with healing from a situation like that. Because whoever this is for, I'm keeping you in my prayers, because that felt rough. This will be for a whole load of different people. Don't make it yours if it's not yours. You'd know. There's a lot of info. Hideaway. Make time to be your person. Create your own special hideaway. Yeah, I feel this, whoever resonates with this, it is going to be, there we go. You're going to need to build a friendship. I would say this is going to be needing to have like long talks, mini breaks, weekends away, you know, to sort this all out. The connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into a romance. Don't panic. It's what I feel it is. I feel you're just going to have to build a friendship. Or this person worries that's all they're going to get from you, because when they tell you the whole truth, you might not forgive them. Passion, but they're hoping that that's not the case. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. And a lot of the time, the masculine is going to end up in a union. I mean, it could actually end up in a literal union, wedding, because that card doesn't come out too much. Taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. But also, masculines afraid of commitment. Don't panic, because remember, a lot of these actually shit, especially if it was this one, because this was the one where I've channeled all about divorce. So, but you know what I'm saying? It's like depends which way you look at it, actually, though, because he's just had a divorce and then he gets married again. So people do it. But yeah, it's going to end up in a union either way. And that's the thing that should be important about this. So an opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. So I feel after this group of masculines have went through hell and back, might title it that, there's a doorway opening to your twin flame. You might have known who this person was before, or you just have a deep inner knowing that they're your twin flame and you meet them. 41 could be a significant age when this happens. Let's hope that's true for quite a lot of us, because I'm approaching that very fast. Attraction. You're attracting the right person at the right time in your life. So like I said, whether you knew them before or not, sparks are going to fly. That word's important to me. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. I'm going to leave that there. So again, bit of a heavy read, but there's celebrate. The alarms are going off. The celebration's coming. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. So if you're divine feminine and there's no sign of this, just keep enjoying your life where you're at. There's things happening ahead. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on the present. Focus on what's in front of you now. There's transformations taking place. Enter into the light from out of the darkness. Oh my god. I think we already got other thumbnails, didn't we? Make a wish. Or maybe you made a wish and the timing. Allow events to unfold in the correct time, and the timing is now. Build on a friendship. Successful couples are good friends. There's definitely a strong feeling of needing to build on a friendship. Pause before you choose. It was in reverse. Somebody has taken a long time to get out of a triangle. That's what I was going to say. Do you know what? I was hearing that word triangulation as well. Like, look that up. Evaluate your emotions for a firm decision. Someone was caught up in some toxic shit. Someone might be you or all of you. Ask the angels for help. Triangle, yeah, definitely. Love triangles. Like I'm saying, I'm picking up on the toxic. I'm picking up like some really dark frenemy shit here. This is definitely people that have made out that they don't like your person, and then you find out they've went in for the kill. Men or women, whoever this is all about, but leave the fucking sad, desperate weirdos in the past. Sorry, I wouldn't normally be that harsh, but that's what came out. Relationships need trust. Especially if it's an attack on these unions, because that's what's pathetic. If these people know how it's going to end, like embarrassing. Love may be just around the corner, like what I'm saying about, you know, well, sadly, I don't know if it's ever going to go that way for Selena and Justin. That's just that's a good example of a Black Widow just completely and utterly ruined something, isn't it? Because they both seem like they're fucked up, but they all seem like they're fucked up from whatever the hell's going on there. But you know what I mean? Yeah. Love may be just around the corner. A thank you goes a long way. Somebody is, honestly, somebody is so grateful. It feels like, honestly, it feels like somebody, like, at first may have felt like you were trying to ruin their life, but they see the whole bigger picture now. That's an extreme one for some people, but again, it will have been manipulated by a lot of people around them in their own trauma. But basically, this person is just around the corner. Whenever they could literally be. But yeah, there's going to be honest, very deep conversations needed. Relationships need trust. Might put this on the membership, guys. It's really pretty. Let's see. I need to put this in public. 9 of Swords followed by the 8 Cups in reverse. It's like people are going to stay in this stuck, depressed, toxic, like dark place of spell work, not moving on because the 8 Cups are... Basically, they're saying this could free somebody. Delayed, stay in toxic masculine energy, lack of love, when you could break out of a karmic cycle. Should I put this in public? I know I'm going to anyway, because yeah, secrets need to come out. Again, I'm going to say it again, don't make this yours, it's not yours. I just have to read the stories. The true stories, that is. It's fucking true crime, it seems like. But the divine love stories. But yeah, there's secrets coming out here. This was a really dark one, where a wish fulfillment was not brought about. Still could be going on, judgment in reverse. Somebody's not having an awakened moment. Somebody's having extreme issues with money as well. 10 of Pentacles. Basically, a legacy, everything somebody's worked hard for, they might have just lost it in a huge burdensome tower moment. That feels like bankruptcy for some people. Secrets coming out, shuffles it, and it came out again. And injustice, this could be money grabbers. I'm picking up all these different things. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse, that would be somebody that's chasing lust over love, money over love. Liars, King of Swords in reverse. And then that's the masculines that have moved through that. Now, they might, okay, not all of you would have moved through all this, but this is somebody's, so whoever's resonating with that, that's somebody just having a wee cup of tea or coffee before they go on their way, making their way to their union. 78 cards, I shuffled and it came out again. Somebody's on their way to their star. And they're very grateful, but there's a fucker of a story there. See you later.